Should be underway. Oh shit, that's the Shorples. There it is. There's everybody. Let me make the announcement real quick. There's so much shit I gotta do for this show. Give me a second, everybody. Just give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm actually doing pretty well, all things considered, like in terms of schedule. Like I'm only a few minutes late. I've been like 30, 40, like I think up most of like an hour late to starting the show. So, and we're only like 10, 15 minutes late today. So I think all things considered, this is pretty good. Pretty good. Let me get started here. It's starting. The show is starting. We're going to start the show. We're going to start the show here. All right. Oh my god. Holy shit, y'all. How's it going, everybody? This is Sample This Sunday. This is the show where I do a whole bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying? Let's get this motherfucker. Get up here, Momo. We're doing it again. Momo, are you there? This is Sample This Sunday.
What?
This is the show where we send out a sample or a bunch of samples, then you make a song with it in less than 24 hours, or more than, or less than, or whatever, and then we come together and listen to what you've made for us. I'm Samelia.
Yay!
I'm your friend, I'm your pal, I'm your homie, I'm your girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend, and I'm everything and nothing more. And joining me today is my good friend Momo. How you doing, buddy?
Myself.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna hurt myself live on stream, and they're gonna have to call an ambulance.
Don't do that.
If the viewer count doesn't break 5, I'm gonna hurt myself on camera, and it's gonna be everyone else's fault, and they're gonna feel bad. That's the new marketing strategy here at Shell Corpus. Is I have BPD.
Yeah. We're holding everyone hostage.
New marketing strategy. You have to come hang out with me, or I'm gonna kill myself.
All right, we're at 5, so you don't have to hurt yourself now. Don't even sweat it. You don't have to hurt yourself. We're good.
Okay, alright.
Okay? But if any one of you leaves...
prevented me from killing myself yet again. Yeah, I was gonna say, Mel, aren't we starting like crazy early today?
Yeah, we've been starting early recently. Yeah, I just decided, like, you know, I feel like I'm in a much better mood when I stream earlier in the day, and also I want to make sure that as much people come in as possible, you know. I feel like sometimes when we start late in the day, it's just like everyone's super tired and they don't want to, like, tune into some stupid bullshit, you know? Yeah. So what we did this week, I sent out a link to a specific Twitter account called Best Short Clip. And essentially what this Twitter account is, it's like a regular ass fucking Twitter meme account, you know, whatever. You know, you've seen them before, but the thing about this particular account is that all the videos last upwards of like 2-3 seconds. I think the longest one I've seen on that account is like 3 seconds. And I think the idea of just like sampling memes in general is like really interesting. Like these particular videos, like surprisingly feature a lot of like instruments, like percussion, like bass, and like the, you know, all that shit, you know. So I wanted to explore that idea a little bit. Not necessarily me explore that, have y'all explore that idea. You know, experiment with that concept. I think that's pretty cool idea. How's everyone doing in the STS chat? How's everybody There was one 30-second video, I think. Was there? I don't remember there being more than like 30 seconds. I don't remember there being like more than 3 seconds. That's crazy. Yeah, before we keep going, I've redesigned the layout a little bit. This afternoon, I made a realization about myself, and what I realized is that I'm never gonna be happy with the way that the stream is laid out. I'm just never gonna be.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be happy either. Like joy is just a resource that has been completely expended for me, and
Yeah, I don't even
there's
like.
just like there's no sunlight on the horizon. It's just it is the dead of night for the rest of eternity.
What is there to smile about even? Like, I haven't smiled in
There's a war going on. There
are multiple wars going on. You know?
What do these friends have to be smiling about anyway? I'm a little offended.
Yeah. Yeah, they should take that off Cartoon Network. That's not for kids. I want to raise our children so they're always frowning.
It's insensitive.
Yeah. It's a little insensitive. So without further ado, let's get the show on the motherfucking road. Let's get started. First up is our good friend PJ Princess with STS 1120. I don't know how to read. STS 11225 virginity protected 23 times streak. Holy shit! I mean, I've never had sex. Let's be real. I see no interest. I'm not interested at all in that sort of world, so I don't know if I'm gonna find this song very relatable. I don't even know how it works, to be honest. It's just like, you just stick in your thing inside another person's thing. Like, wouldn't you want to do something better with your time? It just doesn't sound very productive to me, you know? I've never been a fan of that sort of thing. PJ Princess, do you have an artist statement you'd like me to read out? Because I know you're never able to like come on like mic because your mic is always broken, which is fine, which is cool. I'm always willing to read whatever you've got to say. I'll read it after, actually. I'll read it after we play the submission. So, all right, with that out of the way, we may as well get motherfucking start. Oh, she just dropped the artist statement as I was yapping. The title is "'Cause It My Birthday and I Protected My Virginity for 23 years." Happy birthday! Happy motherfucking birthday! Momo, say happy birthday to PJ Princess. Say happy birthday right now, Momo.
Happy birthday.
Happy
fucking birthday.
Happy fucking birthday, motherfucker. Happy birthday. How? Oh, you're turning 23. Cool. Fuck yeah, dude. All right. So we're just gonna get this show on the road here. We're gonna play what you've got in store for us here. Once again, we're gonna be listening to STS 11225 Virginity protected 23 times streak by PJ Princess. We're gonna be playing that in 3, 2. Oh shit. 1. Okay, so I know that I led into the next submission a little bit early. It was a few seconds, but to be honest, I really couldn't tell when it ended because like there wasn't really that much of a fade out. So don't blame me. Blame fucking PJ Princess. Which if you want to give her submission a grade, be sure to use the link right motherfucking here. What can I say about this submission right here? What can I possibly say? I think first of all,
What can you say about Philip Banks?
I don't know. I don't even know that guy.
He was Philip Banks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that does kind of make sense that Philip Banks would be Philip Banks. But yeah, I think after listening to this, you know who would go ham on that beat? Um I'm thinking about it, and the more I consider it, the more like I believe it to be true. I think that the most youthful boy in rap right now, Netspend, would go crazy over this beat. He would do some incredible shit over this beat. Does he even have like bars? I can't name a fucking Netspend bar for the life of me. I can't fucking like if you had to put like a gun to my head and like tell me and like ask me like to name a fucking like to tell you like a fucking Netspend bar, I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know any lyrics by that guy. But nonetheless, I think Netspend would be beautiful over this beat. It went so fucking hard. Momo, do you have any thoughts on what we just heard?
I think music is good.
Yeah, I like the music too, and I like the PJ Princess music that she made for us today. Um, Default Gib just gave us some insight on as a Netspend fan, he just said to us, I think his songs are fine, but like his songs are like, quote, yeah, I'm underage and do drugs. I'm a badass kid. Yeah, he's like the Finn from Adventure Time of rap right now, and I really respect that. I feel like we need more crazy ass white boys in rap right now because I feel like none of the other white boys are really putting up like main character personality right now. Like none of these like fucking Ian or whatever his name is, like what's another one? Either way, I feel like Netspend has real main character energy, and I think his vocals could go really well with that PJ Princess beat. It went so fucking hard. It was great. I loved it. It also kind of sounded like if the main character of Yu-Gi-Oh was bisexual and biracial and bipedal. That's what I think. If he was like a light skinned bisexual guy from Atlanta, that would kind of go hard. And that's what this PJ Princess song kind of reminded me of. That's the picture that I conjured up in my head a little bit. So great job, PJ Princess. Big ups to PJ Princess. But we gotta move on. We gotta keep on going. Because if we're not going, then what are we showing? We're just I don't know what else rhymes with showing. Next up is fucking Tartritrit with hydrogen peroxide. Let's get this motherfucker up here. Let's talk to the motherfucker. Get the motherfucker up here right now. How you doing, buddy? What's up?
I'm doing good, though. For the record, I've never fucked any mothers. I just want to make that clear.
Why are you telling that to me? Why are you saying that to me?
You said I'm a motherfucker.
Well, I just call everyone a motherfucker. That's not like a read on your character. It's just what I call everybody. Though I will say your denial is kind of making me suspicious of you because I feel like if you actually weren't fucking any mothers, then I feel like you wouldn't have to say that. It would just be like common knowledge. What's going on with that?
I just wanted to.
I don't
I
know.
just wanted to clear up.
I don't
any,
like that. I don't trust like that. I don't like the vibe you're coming off. I don't like the vibe you're giving off here. But what can you tell us about your submission though?
Mm, I took some initiative, I guess, and I took 7 samples, I think, from
Mm-hmm.
the Twitter account.
Yeah.
I didn't go so far as to use only the samples,
Yeah.
no reason to, but
It's fine.
I made heavy use of a heavy amount of samples.
Okay. Out of all the videos that you sampled, which one was your favorite?
Probably the top of the list one. It's also the main sample of the song. I can send it in the chat, but like embedded properly. I think it's this one. Yes,
Yeah, let me see.
that's the main sample.
Let me see what's going on here. Let me see this fucking.
You're gonna hear that song a lot in this song.
Yeah, but you see what I mean though? Like, there's like legitimate ass percussion in that video. Like, there's something you could sample in just that few second clip. I think that's, so like there's a video that I've been looking at. There's a video that I've been seeing constantly on YouTube. I never watch it, but I always see the thumbnail. It's this fucking JPEG Mafia video essay. And it like goes into depth apparently like how his workflow is and how he like samples multiple things from across the like he just samples like a bunch of bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think
I saw that video once. Like,
yeah,
recommended.
I haven't seen that video, but I think based on based on the title and the thumbnail and just the general vibe it gives off, I think I agree with the sentiment being laid out in that video, in that like anything is sampleable. Like you can take literally any sound ever made and turn it into like percussion or like a synth sound. If you like, it's EQ and it's reverb and it's all that fucking crap, you know. It's great. It's great. You can do anything. There is you have, like you have never lived. This is the best time to be a musician ever. Like we're living in the best time to be a musician ever. Tar, is there anything else you want to talk about in terms of your submission? Like any liner notes, anything you want to highlight that we otherwise wouldn't notice?
The title is because as I was working on the song, it reminded me of that song from Hotline Miami soundtrack, Hydrogen. So I called it Hydrogen Peroxide.
Oh. See, my stupid ass was thinking that you were naming it after that fucking Echo track. Peroxide.
It's
Yeah.
a good track, but I wasn't thinking about that.
No relation at all.
No. I
Hmm.
was thinking of the Hotline Miami one.
Well, y'all have it here first, folks. Taratrit did not think about Peroxide by Echo while making this track, and they are also not a motherfucker. You heard it here. Yep.
I would underline that.
Put that in boldface. Put that in italics.
Yes.
But Taratrit, you already know. You already know I love talking to you, but we can't talk to you for that long, right? Because we got some shit we gotta do. So I'm gonna ask you one more question, then I'm gonna kick you the fuck out of here. Who is your favorite member of the Drain Gang? Who's your favorite? Who's the cutest out of the whole bunch?
I only know the one guy, I think, Blade. That's it.
Oh, Bladey? Yeah, I like Bladey. He's cute. Yeah. Echo 2K is also good. He made that song I mentioned earlier, Peroxide. It's a really good song. And he also made a collaboration album with Blade, I think like last year or 2 years ago. And it has that one fucking song. I don't remember the name of it right now, but it's so fucking like hypnotic. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how fucking talented they are. I don't know what they have in the water over there in Europe or Sweden or wherever the fuck those people come from, but they make really good music.
Scandinavian.
They're Scandinavian? That's a mouthful. I don't wanna think about that word right now. Scandinavian. That's really stressful. But Tower Trit, listen, I love you. I appreciate you, but I gotta get you the fuck out of here. So, is there anything you'd like to impart on the audience before we send you to the sharks, my friend?
Bum 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 bum.
Bump, 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 well, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to hear what Tower Trit has in store for us. Aren't you, Momo? Aren't you? Yeah, I think Momo has the headphones on her shit, so that means she can't hear anything. But nonetheless, we gotta keep on going. We got something to show, and we're gonna show it. So once again, we're gonna be listening to Hydrogen Peroxide by our good friend Tower Trit. We're gonna be playing it in 3, 2, 1. I just realized I didn't mute myself on the YouTube stream or the Discord stream, so apologies if you heard me at all, like breathing or whatever, you know? That's my bad. But that was fucking great, Tower Trit. If you want to give that a grape, be sure to use the link right motherfucking here. Give Tower Trit's submission a grape. damn, like the fucking bass and the percussion were like bombarding my ears that whole time. It was just like super fucking like damn, like it was just fuck. It was crazy. It was crazy and a half, you know what I'm saying? Like that was so fucking good. It kind of sounded like if Crystal Castles made like a commercial music for the fucking PlayStation, for like the PS5. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if that motherfucker from Crystal Castles wasn't like a piece of shit and like they kept making music? That'd be awesome. That'd be so fucking cool. Tara Trit just said something in the chat. It was like blah 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 blah. I don't know what you're talking about, homie. Blah 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 blah. Can you like use actual words, please? In my chat, could you please use like real words to me? That'd be great. If we could just moving forward, if we could use like actual words to communicate our thoughts. But that was fucking awesome, Tara Trit. It was super fucking cool. It reminded me of that composer, Junkie XL, a little bit. Like it was just like how like percussion heavy it was. It was just super. It was fucking bumping. It was some bumping ass beats, some fucking real ass shit. It was super cool. I just love watching this video. This fucking guy. He's just freaking out over his fucking cookies. I don't know what's even going on in that video. Super fucking great track, Tower Trip. Big ups to you, but we gotta move on. We gotta keep on going. So next up is DJ Hypergiant, our good friend DJ Hypergiant with A. Unfortunately, our friend DJ Hypergiant is not with us, so if you want to let them know that we're going to be talking about their track, give them a ping, give them an one mention per person. Just give them a little ping in the chat. You know, one ping couldn't hurt. But yeah, so I don't have anything else I want to say before we get to this DJ Hypergiant track. He makes really good stuff, and I just want to fucking listen to it already. Momo, do you have anything you want to say about what we're about to listen to? You have any? You want to file a statement for us, Momo? Guys, I think Momo's dead. Yeah, rest in peace to DJ Hypergiant. Rest in peace to Momo. Real fucking sad. Just so much death recently. It's making me real. It brings down the mood of the show, you know, when so many people are just dying. I don't like death. I don't think anyone does, except for like super freaking like stupid weirdos. But I digress. Once again, we're gonna be listening to DJ Hypergiant's submission titled A, just the letter A. All right, so we're gonna be listening to that in 3, 2, 1. Yo, on some real shit right now, that led perfectly into the next track. That was fucking crazy. Like, for a brief second, for like a single freaking millisecond, I thought like the next track was part of the track that we were listening to. That was fucking crazy. It was like equal amounts as bassy. That was fucking. That was electrifying, Hypergiant. Hypothetical Hypergiant, who is not here but could be listening later. That was fucking. Oh! That was fucking awesome. That was fucking. Damn. I just kept imagining like monster trucks in my head. Like big ass fucking monster trucks like running over like a bunch of like smaller trucks with the big ass wheels, you know what I'm saying? And like all the glass sharding and shit. Not sharting, but like shattering all over the floor. That was fucking crazy. If you thought that was crazy as well, be sure to use the link right here to give it a grape. Use the link right there. Wow, that was so fucking sick. Momo, do you have any thoughts on what you just heard? Or are you still dead? No, she's still dead, y'all. She's never coming back. Rest in peace. But DJ Hypergiant, wow, that was it was like more industrial sounding than I've heard from him before. It was just like it was super like clang clomp, like sort of like banging on pots and pans sort of thing. But it feels like fucking serious. If like some real ass musicians got together and brought like some pots and pans with them and just like started doing some real ass shit with them, like this is what it would sound like. It just sounded like it was more industrial than his usual stuff, but still chill. Yeah, it was. I wouldn't say it was chill per se, but it was like it was less. It was like hype, but in like a different type of way. It was just like it's like apples and oranges, kind of like they provide like a different sort of experience. You know, like a different sort of. They bring a different sort of like vibe to them. You know. Like, usually DJ Hypergiant's tracks are more like, you know, like danceable. Like this is more like big steps. Like with DJ Hypergiant's other tracks, like you're doing like super fast motions. Like you're jumping up and down, you're like running all over the place. You're like a little freak. You're like a little cartoon freak just running all over the place and dancing. This one was sort of like you gotta take big steps to this fucking beat, you know, because of how hard it goes. It's just super fucking like damn. Just slather the bass all over that shit. That was just fucking. It was real muddy. It was in the mud, you know. Super fucking sick. Shout out to DJ Hypergiant. Super fucking awesome. We're about halfway through the show. We've got 3 more submissions. Shorter show than usual, which is totally fine. It just means that we can get to the other segment of the show even earlier, which is fucking great for me. It's fantastic. Of course, I'm talking about the Shortballs. I'm talking about the motherfucking Shortballs thread. For those of you who don't know, we have a thread in the rec center titled Shortballs. And the whole concept is basically like I give everybody a prompt. And I give everybody a week to draw something or make some sort of like art piece based on the prompt that I give you. So this week I put out a prompt. This week's prompt is a yaoi, so like gay sex, you know, that sort of thing. It's all right. I like gay sex, but mostly I just really like art based on gay sex, which is what everyone made for us today. We got 3 beautiful submissions for us, 3 beautiful depictions of man-on-man love. From Game Center 199X, that was that Yowie Hands comic we just saw. 2 cowboys, of course, lovely little drawing. Kind of reminds me of like some shit you'd see on like Flash and on Newgrounds back in the day. Hey, Momo, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, we're just talking about the Shortballs here. talking about the Shorple submission.
Yeah,
there's this-
yeah, we're Yowie hands.
Yeah, I love yaoi. I fucking love like big ass fucking yaoi
You're
hands.
gay?
Yeah, I am gay. Is that all right
Oh
with you?
man.
What?
Um,
What? You have to
I,
like.
I don't know.
What?
Actually,
What's wrong?
I might have an issue. I might have an issue with
What?
that. Actually.
Huh? Why?
Yeah. Hey, this is a Christian server. I'm gonna need you to kill yourself.
Listen, I was okay with it when you were threatening to kill yourself. Don't tell me to do that. I was okay with it when you were doing it. So basically, so by this Wednesday, we're gonna have a new server banner of one of these pieces, or a piece we haven't seen yet that hasn't been submitted yet. And whoever's art becomes the new server banner will also make it. Will also allow them to pick a color for the Shorples rule, so they get to be their favorite color for the whole week. Isn't that fucking crazy? That's fucking insane to me, right? But you gotta put in some work if you want to get a color, because colors don't come cheap. Is all I'm saying. All right. So once again, that is the Shorples thread in the Rec Center. If you want to participate, let me put the link to that out here, right
What do you mean if you want to participate? Participation is mandatory.
Oh, we're like forcing
If
people?
you don't participate, I'm gonna find you and fucking kill you.
Listen, if you don't want to get found and killed by our good friend Momo, then you're going to want to draw something. Draw some gay sex for us immediately, as soon as you can, if you don't want to get hunted down. That's what Momo's saying. I don't condone that sort of behavior, but if Momo says she's going to do it, then you better, better hop to it. You better get going on drawing that gay sex. So yeah, I already posted the link. Let's get back to the motherfucking music. And next up, all right, let me just switch it here. I'm trying to fucking, is it official? What? I'm trying to, it won't switch. This stupid shit. Oh, there it is. There it is. Beautiful. Next up is Heathoid. We love Heathoid in this house. Heathoid with, let me see the title, Breast Short Vids. That sounds beautiful. That sounds lovely. Oh, fuck yes. I love breasts. Oh, fuck, I love boobs. Heather, how you doing?
You need to settle down.
What?
You need to settle down.
I am perfectly settled, my good woman. I'm doing just fine. I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but I'm just thinking about the beautiful female form. And, like, if you have an issue with that, you can just get the fuck out right now. Because I love women. And if you don't like women, then I don't like you.
Hi. Oh, well, speaking of which.
Oh, you are a woman?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome! Oh, shit! So, like, what's it like being a woman? What's it like? It's like, what's your everyday, what does your everyday routine look like as a woman?
It's sweaty.
It's sweaty?
That's true. Yeah.
Sweaty from what?
Alright, settle down.
You're the one who said it. It's not my fucking fault that you say you're dead sweaty.
You were asking me what it's like, and I was honest.
I'm just asking you to provide more details. How is that a bad thing? How is that a bad thing?
Something that happens so your body gives off heat. There's no parasexual connotation.
Yes.
At all.
But in this particular case, I just want to know what is causing you to sweat. You specifically. What?
Temperature, sun, atmosphere.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere with this. We're not getting anywhere.
Yep.
Heather?
And
Oh, is there a friend with you? Hi, friend.
Also, Heather.
it's me. It's the other Heather.
It's the other Heather. So one of you Heathers can answer this question, but like, what What can you tell us about your submission here?
I grabbed a bunch of videos. I don't have a Twitter account since a
Mhm.
couple months ago, so it gave them to me in like a bunch of random orders. So I probably grabbed different ones than other one did
Mhm.
because just like law of like or recency bias. The most recently posted ones are the ones people are gonna see and ones people are gonna pick.
Yeah.
But Twitter is weird, so it just gave it to me, and I think like most popular or like whatever some weird algorithm it gave it to me.
Mhm.
Of the ones I can remember off the top of my head, because it didn't bother to save them, there was a video of a very angry man with a horrendously off color lineup.
Uh-huh. That sounds kind of
There,
scary.
there's
I
a
don't,
video of a man levitating, and he looked like he couldn't control it because he was flailing around, scared.
could you send the link to that in the chat?
No, I didn't save them.
Oh.
They were just there. I could send you the
You
raw audio.
can't
file.
save it or you won't. Is this a choice
could
you're making?
go-
Do you know?
I could go hunting for them.
I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. I don't want you
I
to
don't
go
wanna
through
do
any extra work just to like. It's cool.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. And I know that you don't want to do that. I know that. I'm privy. Okay.
Mhm.
Is there anything else you want to talk about in terms of your submission? Like any liner notes, like anything you want to highlight, basically?
I feel like now don't let this dissuade you from putting a grape on my track, but I feel like I need to branch out more. 'Cause I feel like my last like 5 submissions have sounded like this.
Okay. Um all right. That's kind of motivating me actually. I want to give you a real curveball next week.
That's just my IMO.
Yeah.
That's just
Next
in
week
my
is the
IMO.
challenge round. So, I might have to make you do some crazy shit, you know? Just because you said that just now. So, yeah, next week is gonna be like torture for you, like trying to make this new song. So you better get ready.
I hope so.
Do you like being tortured?
All right, we don't have to get on the parasexuality. It's being challenged in a healthy, non-Freudian way.
That's not true.
By the way, I love talking to the two Heathers, but we got to kick both of them out eventually so we can listen to what one of the Heathers made for us. So I'm gonna ask you one more question, and I'm gonna kick you the fuck out of here. Who is your favorite author? Do you read a lot of books?
No.
What?
Like Cormac McCarthy.
Carmichael Carthy? Oh.
No, Cormac McCarthy.
Cormac Corby.
Is that his fucking name? Am I combining two names? The Blood Meridian guy.
Oh, the Blood Meridian guy.
Yes, Cormac McCarthy. That is his fucking name.
Yeah, that's the book with like the scary pedophile, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like the scary pedophile Sigma. Oh, that's kind of.
Don't say Sigma.
I don't condone what he did in that book, but like, that's what other people are calling him. You know, like the awesome pedophile Sigma guy. My favorite author, I gotta go with Dov Pilkey, to be honest. The writer and illustrator of the Captain Underpants books, because I grew up on those books. I wouldn't be the person I am today without Captain Underpants. I'm drawing right now. I'm actually drawing on Microsoft Paint. I don't have the stream up. I'm not showing you my drawing right now, but I'm drawing right now. It's because of Dov Pilkey that I'm drawing. I just love drawing. It's because of that guy. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane how like artists can like motivate people to become artists from far away? Isn't that awesome? That's so lovely, isn't it?
That's kind of the whole deal. with
Yeah,
it.
it's like the whole thing. That's a,
It's a self-perpetuating beast.
yeah, it's like a form of communication all in itself. That's pretty freaking cool if you ask me. So Heather, I love you. I love both Heathers, but we gotta kick both of you out. So are there any final words? Are there any final words you'd like to impart on the audience before we send you to the Sharks, my friend?
Yeah, mama.
I like Bret Easton Ellis.
What?
My favorite author, my favorite fiction author.
Grayson Ellis?
No, Bret Easton Ellis.
The American Psycho guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, that's another popular. Y'all love some Sigmas, don't you? Damn, y'all are into some Sigmas. I can't go for the Sigma type personality. That's just too much for me to handle, to be honest. Like that would just like completely overhaul my schedule if I had to deal with some rambunctious Sigma male blowing up my phone and just constantly wanting to talk to me because I'm their only friend, the Sigma, because the whole thing about the Sigma is that like they don't talk to other people, right? I'd be the only person that they would want to talk to. So they'd be constantly trying to contact me and I just don't think I'm not ready for that type of commitment, that type of emotional labor. That's just not for me, to be honest. At least not at this stage in my life. So with that being said, once again, we're going to be listening to Breast Shorvid. Oh, I fucking love. Just love boobs. Fuck yeah. One day I'll come up with some way to like segue that into like sounding normal, but I just cannot. I'm like, oh boobs, I just cannot like start sounding normal again. I have to get a couple giggles out. So yeah, we're gonna be listening to it in 3, 2, 1. That was fucking bassy as hell, homie. Damn, that was fucking oof. That was a little bit. I would fucking drive my truck to this. My fucking pickup truck. My pickup truck Belle. I think that's what I'm gonna call her. Yeah, my pickup truck Belle of the Ball. I would drive my truck to this if I had a truck named Belle, like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. But anyways, if you want to give that a grapes emoji, be sure to use the link right there. Picture this, Heather. Both Heathers. I'm talking to both Heathers here. Picture this for a moment. What if there was a new Super Mario game, right? And you had to play as Mario, and you had to fight Bowser, the big bad Bowser, in a hardware store, in Home Depot. Yep. That's what this shit sounded like. It sounded like if fucking you had to fight Bowser with like a drill, and you had to fucking stab his eye with like a fucking drill in order to kill him, and you had to like run around the aisles and shit, and like jump around the aisles, like the platforms, in order to like get to him. That'd be fucking sick. And this would be the background music to such a level, to this hypothetical Mario level that I'm building up in my head. It sounded fucking awesome. It sounded so fucking cool. Whoa, is that PG? Yeah, it's pretty good. Yep. Pretty awesome track, Heather. Pretty cool track, but I do want you to branch out a little bit more, and I'm gonna make you do that. I'm gonna figure out a way to make you get out of your comfort zone. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I guarantee it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, so be prepared for that. Shout out to Heather. Big ups to Heather. Next up is Default Gib. Our previous Sample Supremo, Default Gib. Let's get this motherfucker up here. Damn, I'm so fucking hyped. I'm hyped as hell. I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to hear from my good friend Default Gib.
Hey, what's up?
Mr. Call of Duty himself. How you doing?
Oh, I'm drunk as shit. I just drank some wine, which is weird. It feels weird to get drunk on wine because it's like you're not supposed to, but it's like this shit's good. This shit is $7 and it's sweet, so it's like fuck it. Why worry about it?
Yeah. What? Me worry? It's like that little boy Alfred E. Newman said. What? Me? Worry? I think the first question I want to ask you, unrelated to your submission to the music at all, I want to touch base on you on this particular issue. I want to touch base with you. Don't you think it's a little hypocritical to have like a little Shadow the Hedgehog next to your profile picture? Well, your profile picture is like a Call of Duty guy, but it's like a Shadow the Hedgehog in the corner of your Call of Duty guy. Don't you think that's a little bit hypocritical, given that Sega doesn't make games for PlayStation? Cool, what do you mean? They're both like, but they're against each other, and don't you think that's kind of hypocritical?
They're guys. They're gun guys.
Gun guys.
They're gun dudes.
Well, I don't think Shadow the Hedgehog is known as much for his guns as like the Call of Duty guys. You know, like he does use guns, but I think if you had to ask people on the street like who they associate with guns more, Shadow the Hedgehog or Call of Duty guy, they'd obviously go with Call of Duty guy. You know, because he's like that's like his whole thing. You know, it's just like he just loves guns, and that's like the whole plot of the game is that he loves guns and he loves shooting people with the guns. But I digress. Default Gib, what can you tell us about your submission though?
It was a little bit rushed because it's like when it's like 11:50. I did it like 2 hours before. I think I submitted it 2 hours before the show, but it's kind of like when you're in college or high school and you have to submit a submission or your assignment at 11:59 p.m.
Oh,
that's what it felt like.
Well, you know what?
It's pretty okay, but it's
okay. Well, if it's okay, then it's okay.
For this stuff.
You know, most people most people, they make pretty shitty music, and they, you know, like most art that's put out in the world is pretty like low quality, I think. But like I still think it's great whenever people make shitty art, but to make an okay
Yeah.
piece of art, that's like a challenge in and of itself, I think. Make something like pretty good, like that's like don't even think about making a masterpiece. Just start like making pretty good music and you're already pretty good. But Default Gib, is there anything you want to point out about your submission, like any liner notes, anything you want to highlight, you know, that we otherwise wouldn't notice?
Let me think. I can't think when I'm drunk. I can't think at all.
No, you're good. Listen, you're totally fine. This whole show,
I mean,
I've usually what I do in preparation for the show, I like to take like a weed gummy before I do the show, because like it sort of loosens me up a little bit. It gets me like, you know, it makes me like want to say more stupid bullshit than I usually do. But I didn't do that this time.
exactly.
I'm actually on my Adderall right now. I took my Adderall this morning, and I haven't taken a weed gummy. I'm trying something a little bit new. So to be honest, I think
Raw dogging. Like,
yeah, not really raw dogging. It's just like dogging in a different way. You know,
hot dogging it.
So no judgment for if you're taking substances like whatsoever. But Default Gib, I love talking to you, but I want to get you the fuck out of here. So I'm gonna ask you one more
Yeah.
question. Out of all the substances, which one is your favorite? Out of all of them.
As stupid as it is, probably caffeine. It's like it kind of benefited my life and also ruined it because I can't sleep anymore.
Oh no!
So, like it's real. I think it gave me insomnia. I don't know. I don't. I'm not like inherently addicted to it to a point where I just have to drink coffee all the time. No, I haven't had coffee in like 2 days, and I feel fine. But iced coffee is so fucking good. It has no business being so good.
Doesn't it make you poop?
I got to a point where it didn't. It actually made my bowels like stop working.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck it did like the opposite effect. I think I got like constipated or something. It's not fun.
You drank
Like,
so much iced coffee that you couldn't shit. That's fucking crazy, man.
yeah, it did the opposite effect.
Yeah.
Cause like the first time I ever drank iced coffee, well, yeah, but then like a couple months ago, it's just I don't know.
You just
It's
couldn't
fucked
shit.
up.
Back then, you were able to shit. You did a bunch of shit with when you took a nice coffee. You took a whole bunch of shit, but now you can't even shit at all. And that's super fucking sad, I think. Rest in peace to your bowels.
Take a look at my background on Windows. This is my Windows
Let me see your background.
desktop wallpaper.
Let me see. Did you post in the SCS chat?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, that's so fucking sick.
Stupid, but awesome.
That's awesome. I love Shadow the Hedgehog. And I love you too as well, but I want to listen to what
Yeah.
you've got for us. So Default Gib, our previous sample Supremo, do you have any final words you'd like to impart on the audience before we kick you the fuck out of here?
Yeah, I actually had this one sound queued up.
What's the sound?
You big ear priest, you take the horny little ass. You fine, Jeffrey. And 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 you fine, Jeffrey.
Really, I don't mind.
Oh, classic Fesh Prince of Blair. Lovely. I love to hear it, and I love to be reminded of those videos. I'm gonna watch all three Fesh Prince of Bel Air videos once we're finished here. But for now, we gotta listen to the music, okay? So once again, we're gonna be taking a look here at Classico STS1 1224 by our very own Default Gib. We're gonna be playing it in 3, 2, 1. That was so fucking vibey. Default Gib. That was a vibe and a half. That was a vibe and 3/4 right there. If you want to give it a grape, want to give what we just listened to a motherfucking grapes emoji, please use the link right there that I'm about to post. I was a little bit late. It's a little bit late in posting the link, but there it is if you want to give it a grape. Kind of sounded like if that motherfucker Castlevania Simon Belmont. If Simon Belmont was like a gay guy and Dracula was like a gay guy, like if they got together and just danced super gaily in their fucking in like Dracula's big ass mansion, you know, with all the velvety reds and like the fucking burgundies and the mahoganies and the fucking like and the grays and the whites and the blacks and all that, like all the fucking like if Simon Belmont and Dracula got together and did like a gay little dance, you know, that'd be fucking awesome. And that's what they would be dancing to, for real, dog. It was super fucking vibey. It was kind of reminded me of damn, there've been a lot of like Crystal Castles-esque sort of submissions today, and I appreciate that because I like Crystal Castles. And I like music that sounds like Crystal Castles because then that means I don't have to listen to too much Crystal Castles, if you know what I'm saying. But super fucking cool, Default Gib. Big shout out to you. I feel like if Castlevania wouldn't exist if Simon and Alucard just made up and fucked. Nah, it could totally exist because like gay people are like super catty, you know. Like I think 1 out of 3 gay couples are like sort of friends to enemies to lovers sort of thing, you know. I feel like 1/3 of all gay couples are like toxic yaoi sort of thing. 1/3 couple frenemies, 2/3 polycule. And 100% reason to remember the name. That's right. Alright, so we got our final submission here. It's Rolly. Let's roll into this next fucking track titled Fricko. What the fricko? What the shitto? What the pisso? Bardo? Is this motherfucker Rolly gonna come up here and talk to us? I don't think Rolly wants to talk to me. Oh. That makes me sad when Rolly doesn't. Oh, okay. That's cool. No, that's real though. That's okay. Appreciate you either way, Rolly. You're a veteran of the show. You're a real motherfucker. You're a real STS lover. And for that, like, I don't really mind if you don't speak cuz you've been here. You've been here. And I respect that. Mono y mono. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, this is Fricko by Rolly. Our friend Rolly has decided to let the music speak for itself. It's kind of, I don't know, man. It's mysterious.